To pretty soon back to Cali.
Again?
Yeah, again. Yeah, for the second time. But this time I'll be leaving for a while because I'm going to Asia. But you know, before you left, I wanted to make sure that we had the interview that we've been talking about, or at least we could talk about your whole story and journey.
My story?
Yeah.
My dance story? Dude, my dance story is long.
Yeah. So it don't matter though. It's perfect. Let's just talk about everything then. Start from the beginning. How'd you start? Did you just talk about your life, actually? You know what I mean? Where were you born? Where'd you come from?
I came from my dad's net sack. I mean, nah. Well, I was born in Anaheim, like in Orange County. I mean, not Anaheim, Orange County.
Really? You're born in Orange County?
In the city of Orange.
I thought you were born in El Salvador.
No. My mom is Mexican, and she came from Mexico, and my dad's Salvadorian.
Oh, I thought you were pure Salvadorian this whole time.
No, I'm half and half. I'm half Mexican, half Salvadorian.
Oh, so, I didn't know that. Okay. So your mom is Mexican and your dad's Salvadorian.
Yeah. So they met like in California and stuff and hit it off, and then later on I was born. So my dad was actually a B-boy back then. Like,
oh really?
He would rock the short shorts and the colored socks and the afros.
B-boy from where though? From Anaheim?
Yeah, but it was
Cali, like in the 80s and shit.
Yeah, more like 70s. Like late 70s,
early
80s.
Really?
Yeah. But he was.
How is that possible though?
He was like in LA too, like I guess he was just messing around, you know? Like he was in like
crew or was he wearing
No, he was just messing around.
Oh, okay, so he wasn't serious.
Yeah, he wasn't serious.
Like learning shit here and there.
Like he knew how to headspin and stuff like that. You know what I remember? And he'd flip. I remember when we were little kids one time we were playing ninjas in their room and he just busted a backflip out of nowhere and I was like, what? My dad's a ninja. But yeah, like what happened with my story is that I used to go to high school and I would see these, no, it was junior high, and at lunchtime I would see like these Asians like break, and this was like in Apple Valley, and like
in high school?
No, in junior high.
Junior high.
It was junior high.
So you were born in Anaheim, but you grew up in
Apple Valley? No. I was born in Anaheim, and then in Orange, then we lived in Anaheim for a couple of years, and then when I started going to school, we moved to Pomona. So I was actually, I guess, raised in Pomona, you know?
Oh, like, really?
Like went to school there, like...
Yeah, that's where Rob is from.
Like, went to Alcott Elementary School in Pomona, and then went to Simon's Middle School, and then I started going to Gary. And so
Gary High.
When I was
that's when Rob went to Gary.
Yeah, when I started going to Gary, my dad got caught up because all my life I thought he was a mechanic. You know, like
what?
The way me and my brother and my sister lived was like in quarantine all the time. My mom was like
quarantine. What do you mean?
Like always in the house. Like my mom would never let us out. No, my mom would never let us out. We would never get to go out to like not even the neighbors across the street. He was the only kid on the block that was our age. I remember his name was Eddie, and we always be like, let's go to Eddie's house, and my mom was like, no, because she was always like if you go to someone's house, they don't have to worry about you guys messing something up or something happening, and I don't want that drama. And then we could never have no one come to our house because my mom was like, I don't want it to happen to him here, or stuff's gonna be missing.
But that was just an excuse.
But, you know, now that we grew up, because, like, I realized a lot of stuff. I mean, like...
So you thought your dad was a mechanic?
Yeah, my dad was a mechanic, right? And I thought he was a really good mechanic, because
you guys
we had a lot of bread, right? And then we had a lot of how like cars. My dad would always get these cars, right?
Drug dealer.
And I remember our parties were big ass Mexican weekend parties.
Was your dad a Chicano, like a Cholo?
My dad was Salvadorian, full-blooded. But
yeah, that's right. So he wasn't Chicano.
Was he involved? He was kicking a lot of Mexicans,
so
and like
down with any.
And like I supposedly he was down with the Miami.
Really?
Yeah, the Mexican mafia. And my sister's godfather was, I guess, his boss. You know what I mean? My padrino.
Your sister's godfather.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, your sister's godfather.
And so when I started going,
Nino.
yeah, when we started going to high school, my dad all of a sudden stopped coming to the house, and we were like, you know, where the hell's my dad at? You know, like, because he would come and go sometimes to go deliver cars.
Yeah.
So like.
Yeah. So you said that.
So like my dad stopped coming, right? And my dad stopped showing up, right? So like we told him, yo, what's up? He's like, oh, he went to go, because at that time when he went missing, he all of a sudden became a truck driver. I'm like, yo, my dad's a truck driver now?
Wait, what? Okay,
because
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, so your dad never lived with you guys?
Yes, he did. But
lived with you guys, but he would leave for a long time.
No, for a little bit, just.
So he'd leave for like a weekend or something.
Yeah, and like go deliver cars or whatever, and then come back.
Mechanic stuff. Yeah. And then one day he did stop showing up.
Yeah, he just stopped showing up again
out of nowhere.
No, he just stopped showing up. We're like, yo, where's my dad?
Okay. So he was a mechanic, and then he became a truck driver, and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So where's my dad at, dude? It's like, oh, he went on a trip. My mom said, you know.
So your mom knew about this?
So, oh yeah, she knew about something was going on. I knew something was going on too, because it was weird that we just lost contact with my dad, you know? Yeah. So my mom was a straight Spanish speaker. I was always her translator since day one. So I was always, like, anything my mom had to do, I knew about it. Like, I had to translate for her and everything. And I remember one time she was making me make her these appointments to go to the doctor, supposedly. And I was always making the appointments. I would call her number, give her the reference number and all that stuff. And one time when I made the appointment, the person, the operator says, okay, when you come, make sure you call for you come here and say whatever they said, stand in the lobby, and they'll call for the inmate, they said. And then we're like, what? And I handled the phone, and I told my mom, all right, Mom, I made the appointment again, and this and that. And then I told her, this isn't for appointments to go to the doctor. And then she said, what are you talking about? They told me that the inmate's going to be waiting for you. Like, what inmate? Like, who are you visiting? Like, you know, like you're not like.
How old are you?
I was like probably 12.
Okay, and then, so like, you're still like, you know.
Yeah, and then she told me the truth. She told me he got locked up.
Yeah.
So.
She didn't know what for.
Like later on, we knew everything. They knew everything.
Yeah.
Long story short, dude, my dad got caught up. He was doing a delivery, and he got caught up with 71 kilos of cocaine.
What the fuck? Damn, 71 keys?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
So they put him in jail for 8 years, right? And then after
only 8 years?
Yeah.
Really? You only get 8 years for that much of cocaine? I feel like that would be a lot of years, bro. Like,
I would figure out too.
A lot. 71?
But I don't know, dude.
That's a lot, right? That's a lot.
It is. Right? It is a lot. But like, I'm thinking like they probably gave him a lot more time, but they only did like maybe half, you know? Because in California you do like half. Like if they give you 10, you just do 5. And then you got,
and
then you got 5 on top of your head.
That's your original charge, and then they like lower it later. Yeah, so you're saying he probably
got 16 or something.
And
so
then he like
a good, you know, they let him out. But when they let him out,
8 years later,
yeah, they deported him because he was a resident. He was a citizen, so they automatically deported him
back to Salvador.
Back to El Salvador. Okay. So at that time we were in Apple Valley, and it was when I barely started dancing because I saw these Asian guys and I was like, yo, that's cool. And I remember the only time the only thing I could do as far as dancing was just like your regular hip hop choreo, MTV fucking shit.
So like party house dances?
Yeah, like party house dances, the Running Man, like all that.
Okay, yeah.
And like the rubber bands. Like I remember like the flapjacks was one of them. I didn't even know that was like a b-boy move. I thought that was just like a dance move. Because I remember like kid plays to do that. Someone would do that. And I was like,
I saw that in a lot of kung fu movies.
So yeah, that's true. Yeah, like that, I used to call it the Chinese get up.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it though. That's what I used to hear.
Because you get up like a Chinese guy.
Me and Adrian and Shafiq, we used to call it the Chinese get up.
Yeah, the Chinese get ups. Yeah.
The Chinese get up. Yeah, the kip up.
And then like the rubber bands, the Bronco, the horse.
Yeah, the Bronco.
Yeah, like
so even just little
baby.
That's pretty much. That's like I think for most B-boys, I think that's where everyone starts off.
Yeah,
those moves, because that's what we started too. We're all learning those little.
And like even though those all little tricks, I would combo them. Me and my brother, would combo them just to see if we can do it. Mm-hmm. But that's the only thing that kind of learned how to do. And then I came up with the breaking movie with Turbo and Ozone.
Breaking.
And then when I saw that, before I saw that, I saw.
What year is this?
I'm from '83.
You're from '83. Okay, so you saw Breaking after it had already been out.
After it already been out.
Yeah.
After 10 years later, I don't know, 10 years later, 8 years later.
Yeah.
So when I saw that, I was before I saw Breaking. I always wanted to be like Michael Jackson, like MC Hammer, anything like music videos. I remember seeing guys popping and dancing and I was like, yo, I want to do all that. So I would get these videos or record them and just teach myself, put it in slow motion and stuff. Mm-hmm. And so when I saw Breaking, that was the first thing that I saw of the B-boy world, of the breakdancing world,
Mm-hmm. From Breaking.
From Breaking one, just part one. I just saw part one.
Yeah, but the thing is, they have a little bit of B-boy, but it's a lot of popping.
Yeah. So in my ignorance,
yeah,
Boogaloo Shrimp was your well-rounded B-boy in my mind, because you could pop, you could boogaloo, and he could get down. And so you had Ozone, which was just the locker and the popper. That's it. Yeah. He never got on the ground.
He never hit the floor.
He never hit the floor. So,
but that was your idea of a well-rounded
to me, and in the video you see other guys just breaking, other people just popping. And then you see Handyman, like handicapped people breaking.
Yeah, Handyman. When I saw him in that movie, he was actually to me the best one in the whole movie.
Yeah,
his combos are crazy.
Yeah, and then you see
his form, because his legs are.
Yeah.
His form is past 180. It's
they're just
hanging. This is dope.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So I saw that and I was like. And I remember I would see a lot of martial arts movies, and I recognized Jean-Claude Van Damme. Van Damme's in the background.
Yeah, he was in the background. I was like, I remember he wasn't breaking. Yeah,
he's just a background guy.
That part where Handyman's getting down.
Yeah, he's just in the beach, just in the back going
Mm-hmm.
But I saw that, dude. So in my mind, I thought that's how it was. So I literally bit everything in that movie.
Yeah.
I like everything that Ozone was doing, Turbo was doing, and so. After that, I think I got a hold of the B Street movie.
Okay, yeah. See,
and so once I saw B Street, I was like, real breaking. This is way different,
No diss to the movie Breaking. Yeah. B Street had real. B-boy.
Yeah, and so I saw that, and I was like. And still the same thing. I would see guys popping.
Yeah, like Mr. Wade.
And then get down,
Yeah.
And so, years all this was right before my dad got deported.
Yeah.
And so, when my dad got deported, my mom was like, "Do you want to go with your dad? Do you want to follow him to El Salvador, or you guys want to stay here?" So we automatically said we want to go with our dad, because fuck it, we don't want to be way the fuck out there. So we sold the house, sold everything, got 2 trucks.
Damn, you sold the house, and you guys just dropped your whole life in Cali, Apple Valley, and everything.
Yeah, we went to El Salvador.
You guys drove all the way to El Salvador,
like a 5,000-mile trip.
What?
To Salvador. Running to Mexico.
You drove through Mexico.
Guatemala, United States, Texas. Before that, and went all the way down
you guys
to
went
Salvador.
from Texas through Mexico. Okay, you went that way. Yeah, obviously. You guys were in Cali though.
Yeah.
So you guys didn't go through San Diego. You guys went that other way. It's shorter that way, I guess.
I don't fucking know. I didn't drive. I was
you don't remember any stop? You don't remember what that journey was like?
Yeah, it was crazy.
You seen a lot of crazy shit?
Yeah, I said forever.
Like, what was the craziest shit you saw?
Well, I was remember just sleeping most of the time.
Yeah,
just to stop.
That's pretty. I mean, at that time, what year is that? Like in the 90s?
Yeah,
like I don't know if the cartel and all that was like crazy and active like what there are now. Like now it's kind of dangerous or something like that, right?
My uncle, he would always go like once a year, so he knew where to go and where not to go. When to go in the day and when to go at night.
So your uncle is the one.
Yeah, he was the guy. Yeah, the guy.
Okay.
And he knew like every time you stop, he would give his papers and give some money to the guys, and if you didn't, they'd fuck with you. Like they're called mordidas, like bribes.
Yeah, you bribe them.
Yeah,
okay.
like you know, so that way because they see all your car all loaded up.
It's not cartel. It's like actual government guys.
Yeah, it's actual government guys. You have to bribe them just so they don't fuck with you, because they can fuck with you, they hold you up. They know you don't want to be there. They know.
So
that you're just trying to get fucking
give
through.
Us money already. That's all they really want.
Yeah, you already know. If not, we're gonna have to pull all this shit down, go through all this shit, make sure you know, like everything's paid for.
Yeah.
Like nothing's stolen. Like, what the fuck?
So that's the way you just get through quick.
So you got through quick.
Them, get out of there fast.
Yeah, and then like we run into some places like, okay, we can't drive from here no more because by the time we get here it's gonna be night and they're raping everybody at nighttime here. Like you know, like.
Oh, really? Where was that at?
Like
in Mexico?
Yeah, going through Mexico, and then some places in Guatemala.
People at night?
No, like they'll literally. My uncle says, like where you go is only one way, and they'll put like something like a tree or something, make you go another way, and once you go the other way, you're done. Like you know.
At nighttime.
At night, yeah, or something.
So he knew that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like it's crazy, bro.
Where's your uncles from?
They're from El Salvador too.
And they just knew all this
shit. So like. We go over there, right? And mind you, like I told you, dude, but when I go over there, I have no clue of like the B-boy scene. I only know about movies and videos, you know?
The B-boy scene in El Salvador?
In
America.
In America,
yeah, okay.
You know? I've never even heard about B-boys like active. I thought no one did that. You were bringing
it back.
No. I didn't think it was. I didn't even have a chance to go out, to go to a jam or nothing like that, not even a practice, you know? I just remember seeing these Asian guys.
The Asians doing it though.
Yeah, and I approached them.
Your high school?
Yeah, and I approached them and they were just being assholes. They were like, who the fuck are you?
Standoffish and shit. Yeah. Alright, yeah. You get people like that.
So I talked to one of them and they told me like, yeah, we dance, but we mostly thug it. Like, they were like thugs too. They're like,
they're Asians?
Yeah.
Apple Valley, they're thugs.
Yeah, I remember they were called the Assassins. I remember that.
Really?
They were called Assassins.
They were like little gangbanger Asians?
Yeah, they were little gangbanger Asians that break them. They were B-boys too.
You know, they got
so like, when we go to El Salvador, it's a total different culture shock. Different. Way different. Like, I came from fucking, like, being only in the house, not going anywhere. Not kicking it with friends, girls, nothing, no neighborhood kids, nothing.
No
just
trouble, right.
And the law.
Especially Pomona in the '90s. When Pomona is like, Pomona's no joke, bro. It's active there.
It was hard.
Gang wise, like
the P12 gang.
Yeah, 12th Street and Cherry and all those. You know, like this. Pomona's no joke, bro. Like,
so like that's what I think my mom knew all that shit, and she just kept us in the house, bro. And if we would go out, she'd beat the shit out of us. So we were already scared.
Of your parents.
Of getting fucked up. Like, and everyone knew, like, at school, like, oh, let's do this. Oh, yeah, he can't go because he has to fucking get in the house. So this guy, we can't go to their house because their mom was crazy. Like, I was that kid. Like, like, oh, no, this guy's...
You didn't get invited to shit.
Didn't get invited nowhere.
They already knew,
You know, but it was cool at the same time because we had everything at the house. At the house, I had all the games, all the things, everything.
You didn't feel like you had to leave.
Yeah. So...
Guess your dad was smart that way.
So like me and my brother never got along because he was always like the guy with the imaginations and playing with the toys, and I was always just like drawing. And I guess I was like more mature for my age. Like I thought that was stupid, playing make believe and shit. You know? So he would never include me in the games. Like when my cousin would come over. That's what I would want to play.
Fight.
They had this whole thing, and they'd be like, "Nah, don't fuck that guy. No, let him draw."
But your brother's younger or older than you?
He's younger, like 10
okay,
months.
That's why then. That's why though. He's younger. You're probably already growing out of that.
No, it was all through our whole fucking life, bro. Like, it was kind of messed up because we would always buy us the same toys, right? We were growing up.
Imaginative asshole. That's
no. I was being like this, right? It's messed up because I was born in '83 at the beginning, and my brother was born in '83 at the end. We're like almost,
you guys are
we're like almost the same fucking age, yeah. For 2 weeks.
That's crazy. Your parents really planned that. They probably like, okay, we're gonna smash the end of the year.
No, they didn't.
And 82, and then she'll be born by this year, and then
it was
the beginning of the year we'll smash again.
It wasn't like that. It was like this. It was like, whoops! Hey, guess what? You're pregnant. And then like after she had me, the doctor said you can't have sex until 40 days because they have like a diet after the girl has a baby. They can't have sexual relations till they recuperate from down there.
Really?
For 40 days. It's the recommended weight.
Because it's all like
destroyed. Yeah.
Just have a baby. Like,
a fucking football just came out of there. You know what I mean?
Like people, people get curious, bro. I bet there's a few.
So my dad, being
probably a porn category for that.
Being the horn dog that he was or he is, he like after the 40-day mark,
right?
He went in
41.
He went in and pregnant again.
Damn.
So my mom went in for the checkup, and they were like, "You're pregnant again." What?
Damn. It could happen like that.
Yeah.
Just that quick. Holy shit.
So yeah, 9 months later, we're still in the same year.
What month?
I was January 1st.
Oh, so you're... Damn! Exactly January 1st.
Yeah.
Damn.
So I was literally in her stomach for 9 months in 82.
Yeah.
You know?
So you're technically like, you should have been an 82 baby.
I guess, at the end or something.
You came out right on January 1st. Damn, that's crazy. And then, so your brother is what?
December 22nd.
Oh, okay.
Of 83.
Yeah,
so he's really kind of from 84, you know? But, so like...
You're almost...
For 2 weeks, he catches up to me. You know, on December 22nd, he catches up to me.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And we both have the same age till till the next year.
So you're like 1 year older than him for like almost the whole year.
Almost the whole year.
11 whole months or something.
Yeah.
11 whole months.
Except for like 2 weeks a year.
That's crazy. That's a weird. That's crazy.
Yeah. So the reason I really like embrace and love b-boying because that was the only thing that brought us together as brothers, and it was the strongest fucking bond ever. Like it was better than us playing the same game or having the same it was.
Yeah, that's dope.
It was nuts, dude. It was crazy. Like I didn't know how much power that had of like camaraderie. You know what I mean? Of uniting people, not just brothers, just people too.
Bringing people together. Yeah, that's
like
true.
all of us. Nuts. Yeah,
we're gonna be talking to you right now.
Yeah,
like
you know,
we met through the breaking scene.
Yeah, you know when I met you, you were little. Little. I remember you guys talking to me like this.
Bro, you were big. You were such a hero to us too. When we first saw you, bro, we were like, oh my god, it's Earthquake.
Yeah.
We saw you at gymnastique all random. We were like, what's he doing here?
What's he doing here?
All these b-boys are celebrities to us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
To me too, dude. Yeah. It's to all of us.
Yeah.
Like that's why
to me, like how that works, you know?
Like so we go to El Salvador, right? And we go to El Salvador for no one's breakdancing. No one's dancing. No one even knows what b-boy is.
Yeah.
You're like, what?
Yeah.
And we talk around in the school.
What year is this?
This is in 95.
Dang. So you know what? Like knowing what I know now from like Reville, K, all these guys, I think this is around that time when breaking in the U.S. was barely starting to come back.
Yeah.
You know, so breaking kind of died around this time. Yeah. It was big in Europe. It was still going in like I think Germany and all over Europe because of Storm and Battle Squad and all those guys. But it was pretty much dead in the U.S. and coming back, I guess.
Yeah.
So
we go to El Salvador, right? And El Salvador, they don't have a breaking scene. They don't have no dancing. The only thing that they do have for some reason is choreo battles. They have a lot of choreo groups. Really? And mostly in schools too. Like each school has like their own little
choreo team.
Like a choreo team, kind of like, and they would have like these competitions, right? Mm-hmm. And so, like me and my brother, we'd always be practicing us always together. Me and him, we'd always just be like, who can do more shit together, you know, and I've always been big, so I started as a popper. I was always popping because that was easier for me, and my brother was breaking. So I told him I was kind of like Ozone, and he was Turbo, you know, and so like he mastered like everything that Turbo did in the movies, like all his combos, his backspins, his windmills, like all that.
Yeah.
But the popping, he didn't do popping because he didn't like it. Like he didn't just. He said, "You take care of the popping, and I'll take care of the ground." That's how we were for a little bit.
Yeah.
And so, like, we over here in USA, no one can go to clubs. Kids can't go nowhere. They can't do shit, right?
Yeah.
El Salvador is totally different.
What?
If I send my little brother to the corner store to get eggs, cheese, and a bottle of liquor, he's gonna come back with a bottle of liquor and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Little kid.
Yeah.
As long as you have money to pay for it, they'll give a fuck. They'll give you whatever you need. And so, if you have the ability to go to a club and waste money at 13, they're gonna let you in the club.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
So you could be in El Salvador at a 21 over club with little kids running around.
Yeah, like they're not gonna let no little fucking kids, you know. Yeah. But if you're
like a teenager,
you know, like if you look like an older teen or whatever,
kid, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. And the girls,
and have like middle school girls dressed all like grown ass women.
Yes. So it was kind of weird, right?
Hell, that's mad.
So
weird.
we're like, so we go.
Thanks, Jay. Okay, buddy.
Yo, thank you.
Huh?
So,
some gummy worms? Sure, hell yeah, I'll take some.
So we get heard of this club, right? They're like, go to this club, it's cool. And we think we've seen dancers like dance like that at this club, they told us.
Yeah.
So me and my brother, we go. It's the first time me and my brother been to a club. We're like 13 or 14, and we're going to the club. We're like, yo! And I remember the club. You go in, it's all dark, and the entrance had like the spiral thing, and you walk in there, it gets you all dizzy. You're like, yo! So we go in there, right? And it's nothing but smoke everywhere. Everyone's like smoking. I hate fucking cigarettes, so I'm like, this shit's whack. And then like all of a sudden you see these circles, right? People are just dancing, and then all of a sudden we see like this other circle over here in the corner, and we see these guys like doing like little routines, and we're like, okay, yeah. So me and my brother just started just watching, and then like all of a sudden one of them starts dancing like Michael Jackson, exactly like Michael Jackson. All his mannerism and all that stuff is set up, and then we're like, all right. He was gliding, and he can only do like the moonwalk. And I was like, this one can't even glide. Like, no, and I was like, dude, like, and I had all my glide set, crazy, like moonwalking to the side of circles.
Yeah, like the way Turbo.
Yeah, the way Turbo did it, you know.
Actually glides though, for real.
Yeah.
My first time really seeing nasty glides was Turbo. Yeah, when I saw Boogaloo Shrimp do that in that movie. And people are like, gliding is becoming real popular right now, and like it's just like its own category now. Some guys just call themselves gliders. Yeah. But to me, it's like, damn, that's been around for a long time. Like Turbo's glides are crazier.
Like even in the beginning,
glides are crazier than what I see nowadays. Like,
no, but even in the beginning credits of the movie, like he does this.
Yeah, and the opening credits.
No one can top that move that he did. In my mind, he glides out, and for a glimpse seconds he's on his toes, and he hits 2 ticks, and he comes back. And it's like, yo, like
let's pull it up.
I don't know if you can pull it up and see it. Watch, it's nasty. It looks simple, but I tried that and I could never get it. I could never bite him like that. Like, yo, like
breaking.
So like let's see. So we let them guys go out. Oh yeah, and then so there was 2 of them.
Let's see if this is it. I'll let it load for
So he goes out, right? The Michael Jackson guy comes out, and he does his thing. Everyone goes crazy, and then here comes this other guy, and he's just running around doing the craziest top rock you can see. And all of a sudden he gets down and he's doing the stupidest 6-step.
Oh, really? So he had a nice top rock?
Yeah. No, like.
You said the craziest?
The most awkward top rock.
Here it is right here. Here it is.
Yeah, it's in the beach.
Yeah, let's see. Are we gonna get in trouble for playing this? If I
No.
put this on YouTube?
No.
Probably. Because it's from the movie.
Well, we don't have.
I'm not gonna show it.
Yeah, they're gonna show it.
But if you guys are watching, just look up break-in intro scene to see what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a Boogaloo Shrimp.
So dude,
Ozone,
like if you
Shabadoo and Ozone.
Yeah.
They're getting dressed, and then it has a little bit of scenes of Boogaloo Shrimp gliding, who's Turbo in the movie.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah, like all that.
Yeah,
like,
his ticking is nice.
Yeah.
He has nice ticking, animation, and glides.
So, and you see all that what they wear? I thought that was real B-boy and stuff.
All the way they dress?
All the stones and the spikes. They had all that. I was like, look at that. I was like, dude, that's a B-boy.
Feather, fur, weird things. That was just some 80s weird shit.
I know. Ooh.
That walk is nasty, though.
Yeah, I got that walk. I can still do that walk.
Yeah. Turbo got. Does anybody know? Do you know who taught Turbo? Who taught Boogaloo Shrimp?
I don't know about that one.
I want to know.
No.
Who's these guys doing the power moves in the beginning though? That's not Turbo.
That one. Why he's about to do it? Look.
Yeah, that glide.
Watch.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah.
That right there.
Nice. Let's see.
Dude, that right there.
Yeah.
No,
but his moonwalk, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, his moonwalk is nasty. I think I heard a rumor that he's the one who taught Michael Jackson
it's between him and Poppin' Taco.
That taught Michael Jackson how to moonwalk.
Supposedly, right? Poppin' Taco was Michael Jackson's choreographer. It wasn't. They never talk about Boogaloo Shrimp, but supposedly he's the one that.
His moonwalk is so the nastiest. Like way better than Michael Jackson. Yeah. His moonwalk is nasty. His glide.
So, dude, everything you see there in the movie, that's what I thought breaking was. So. Like, you know, somewhere, like I told the story I was telling you, dude, like these two guys go out, right? And this guy that's the B-boy, he just throws on, he's like your most mediocre B-boy you can think of. Like the beginning part 1, like ground zero. Yeah. So he's just running around like doing this. And he gets down and he's not even going like in a circle, dude. He's like he's just like
he's just a straight beginner. Like he just probably learned like that week.
And then he just kicks off like the weirdest butt backspin. Like yo.
But for them, everyone
in the crowd, everyone's like, oh!
That's good. So you guys are like,
so me and him, we're right there, and we just walk in like that, and we just go like that, you know. And then my brother goes in, and he goes in, and he runs and just does like a round-off backflip, right in front of the circle. And everyone goes, and he just goes, he just does like his because he can do power right there. Yeah. So he does his power tops.
Power tops.
Some power tops, and he just does flare, backspin, and he pops up to a freeze.
Yeah.
And he just looks at him, you know, and everyone's like, ah! And then I go out and I'm just ticking. And I'm gliding everywhere, and I'm like, I'm directing myself to the Michael Jackson guy.
Yeah.
And then they respond.
They actually start battling.
Yeah, we just start battling.
In the club.
We were like, all right.
Smoking these guys.
Oh, we're smoking these dudes. Because me and my brother had routines.
You guys are bullies, that's why.
Huh? Yeah, bullies? No. We're trying to show us we're right. No, but like.
So you got bullying.
The next thing we do, okay. My brother we had like 2-man routines. Mm-hmm. Kind of like tick and tack. Yeah. And so we had this thing where he got up on my shoulders, and we would do like a big 2-story robot, and then I would glide with him on top of me, and then from right here we'd go down, we'd timber down.
Kind of like Super Crew does. Remember you've seen that routine Super Crew does in
I don't know. They probably bit me.
America's Best. Oh yeah, they did. You hear that?
I never seen them do it.
You never seen it?
I know. I did it before they did.
I think it might be Battle Monkeys that did it first.
But it was just me and him, and we go down like this.
Battle Monkeys is in there. They do the same thing.
And when we go down
like that, and then one of them rolls out of it.
No, when we go down like that, we do the
Careful on slamming.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, you don't want this to fall down or something.
We go down, and then when we go down, we start doing the double-headed worm.
That's
and then
cool. You guys.
We do double-headed worm, and then after that, I pick him up, and then he goes up like that, and does like the super, and then
what? Everyone at home, this guy right here, went viral recently for doing a back head flip into a head stall. It was like the big 300-pound guy. You might have seen it. Stan shared it, and it was like all over YouTube and Instagram. But he's talking about a time when he hit it
13 years ago.
13 years ago, he hit the same.
The first time.
For a long time. He just recently, you know, got famous for it. But he's had on our scene and the breaking scene, he was already famous for it. So, yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I'll show you guys right now. At home. There's new kids on the block. What? 2? Let's see. Why does it look like that? Also, this is like a compilation, like a jam. Like at the end of the jam, they'll have like a compilation of all the best highlights. The highlights, right?
Yeah.
Highlights for new kids. Okay. That's Do Not, right? No, is that? No, that's not Do Not.
No, because Do Not didn't battle.
Do Not is a sweet. Yeah, jams were weird at this time, yo. This was a weird time. There's not as many routines anymore either. There was so much routines at this time.
Oh yeah. It was all about routines. But then in the battle that I'm telling you, at top 4, we get beat by Underground Flow.
Oh yeah,
Villain Impact.
Yeah, but Villain Impact. You guys might know Villain Impact from Kinjas. They blew up. They're on Kinjas. But we know them.
I know
they're on the breaking scene.
Yeah,
like that's where they blew up first. They were famous for us on the breaking scene, and one of the nastiest crews in the California breaking scene, SoCal. Well, no, wait, they're from NorCal though, aren't they?
They're not from here. You know, they're like
Mon.
They're not from this country. Like they came right new.
But where are they based?
Yeah,
NorCal, right?
Yeah.
Because they were in SoCal winning a lot of events.
Yeah, they were in NorCal.
I remember the first time I saw them was in SoCal though, but I know that they're pretty known in NorCal though. They're like heroes in the Hmong community though.
Yeah.
Driven, they became DAT Posse, right?
Yeah, no. That's what I tell you, DAT Posse.
No, they became 3D.
3D because of Driven, DAT Posse, and
another D.
Another D, that's become Triple D.
Yeah.
And they had L10.
Yeah, L10.
But when I did this move, after I did my first round, the first round I did, that made me pass prelim.
They're squishy. This is when before they were squishy docious.
Yeah, syndicate.
Damn, who's that? That's Lammy and Ray, what's his name? Ray Funk. That's Ray Funk. Yeah, Lammy and Ray Funk. Squishy Syndicate. And then it was Deadly Docious and Squishy Syndicate. And then they became Squishy Docious.
Yeah.
Little.
I remember Beat Rivers was also at that jam.
No, we weren't at this one. We didn't go to this one.
You guys went to the first one?
No, we didn't go to this one.
I remember. I remember seeing.
We weren't here. I'll show you which one the first new kid we ever went to. I'll show you that one. But it wasn't this one. It was like later. And then the first one we did good in was when we entered Until We Die, and we made it to like.
I remember you guys had like these blue shirts. You guys spray painted, or they were gray shirts.
Yeah, we had gray shirts and spray painted, but that wasn't at New Kids. We were at Little Rock's Rock City Jam. We weren't at New Kids. But I remember the first time you saw us though. That's a funny story too, because it was with Shafiq, and you came up to us and like, yeah, I remember you guys. I've seen you guys before with the blue shirts.
Yeah.
And then Shafiq was like, yeah, that was us. And he shook your hand. And after we walked away, we started laughing because he was like, hey, whatever, he's giving us props.
It wasn't you guys.
It wasn't even
It was though.
It wasn't
us. I remember seeing you. I remember it was Junior, the little guy, and
we weren't breaking it at this time. At the first New Kids, we didn't even start breaking it. Because we started breaking, Squishy Docious was already a crew when we first started breaking.
Because I remember that day when Squishy was there, and I think it was the first time I met someone, and he was always wearing.
Squishy Syndicate was here, but it wasn't Squishy Docious. Squishy Docious, by the time we first started breaking, we met Squishy Docious when they were a real, like, completely a crew, they joined already, at Gymnastique.
You know what? This isn't even the battle. Because this was New Kids 2.
Oh, I don't know.
It was New Kids 1.
Oh, okay.
You see? Because of the end of it.
We just watched the whole thing for no reason. Thanks, Quake.
Niggas on the block. What did it say number one? Did I say two?
Oh. But anyways, you can't find it, so you have to find it another time. But anyways, I believe you. How about that?
It's on my trailer.
But that's why we never seen it. Oh, it's on your trailer. You have a what? Why don't you pull that up then?
Because I thought maybe we could see it right there. It's better because when I did it on my trailer, I actually edited it and it looks kind of funky.
Nah, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Well, the footage ain't there anymore, so maybe they're.
But anyways, dude, like I wanted to tell you, like when I did when I passed prelims, my first round, the first person that come up to me was Dunak.
Really?
At that jam, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you're fucking dope." And I was like, "Yo, come here for this nigga right now." And I was like, "Yo, you're fucking sick." And I told him, "I'm dope."
So you guys made it all the way to semis, lost to Underground Flow, and the top 8. And the tiebreaker of the top 8 is where you did your back head flip.
My back head flip. When I did my back head flip, everyone went fucking nuts. Everyone came up to me, everyone was like, "Yo, who the hell are you?
So let's just say,
where you from?"
That you think that moment is what kind of started your breaking?
Oh yeah.
See, back head flip.
That head flip
that's crazy.
Is the key opener of everything.
Of your whole life.
Yeah.
Because that back head flip helped you in your breaking scene and got you more famous in the breaking scene.
Yeah.
And then years later, got you famous in the mainstream.
In the mainstream. Yeah.
Which is another thing I wanted to talk about. I wanted you to tell the story about that whole journey. Oh, you should tell the story because that story is a dope ass story. Yeah. Like you gotta start from so all that, right? That was your first moment in breaking.
Yeah, and everyone came up. The thing I want to tell you was like one of the little highlights I had was Boogeyman and Mirage came up to me and they gave me props. Mm-hmm. And I remember when they gave me props and they told me I was dope. David goes like, "Hey bro, you know who those guys are?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's the Freak Show, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, those guys are like the scariest guys in the scene. Mm-hmm. Like those guys don't say what's up to nobody." Mm-hmm. And they came up to you, bro. Like,
he's saying don't show up, show love or give love.
Yeah, and it's like
Freak Show, but Freak Show is hard as fuck.
These guys showed love to you, bro. And I was like, yeah, I know. And I remember after because we smoke weed and shit, so it's like we started smoking, and I was kicking it with them, and they told me "Hey, you're welcome to come." Well, where you from? I told them where I was from, and cause they're from Oceanside. Mm-hmm. And I'm 40 minutes away, and then they told me "Hey," they basically invited me to practice with them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so I had that opportunity, and and I pursued it, and that's how later on I just joined the crew. So it's
show,
so
which is people who don't know, obviously if you're a b-boy and you're not from SoCal or Cali, especially SoCal, then you probably won't know Freak Show that much. They did do some international battles, and they were all over the U.S. at one point. But in SoCal, especially for my generation, and when he was out there, to me they were one of the best crews I ever seen. Yeah. And they weren't the traditional b-boy style, but they had mad originality and they were crazy. They were on some next level shit. They always pushed the limits. To me, it's you look at the way Russian b-boys are breaking now. It's a lot of their moves, but with foundation. That's how Russian b-boys are. It's like Freak Show mixed with foundation. That's how Russian b-boys are. Because Freak Show was on that ahead of their time, outside the box, creative shit. Just like Circus. Yeah. Freak Show too, Freakazoid and Mirage. Yeah.
Sour Patch,
Skeleton, all those guys. So for him to be training with them, getting love for them, that's a big deal.
It was a blessing, bro.
Hell yeah. When I first, later on when I first moved to SD, those were the first guys that hit me up, told me I could kick it with them. Yeah, Freak Show, you know what I mean? And to me, I was I felt the same way. I was like, dang, they're letting me train with them. They invited me to their practice and 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was a dope opportunity. They showed mad love, and I had no friends in Oceanside. They were the only homies I kicked it with.
Yeah, we made a jam. I remember we did a jam. We gave you an exhibition.
Hell yeah, that got heated.
Yeah. The battle of the knuckle style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was funny.
What happened was later on, after my good run I had with the Freak Show and everything, I just kind of broke off. Like I felt like I couldn't hang anymore. You know.
This was after you joined Scat
Like
Nation.
After Scat Nation and everything. You know what I'm saying?
They don't know about that.
They don't know. So,
you don't know what's up.
But I started like working more, and I just kind of like disappeared for like a good 4 years. And like I had another kid, and so I was doing the baby thing with the dad thing, and I started gaining weight like massively, like I was already big, but I fucking super plumped up, like, and so I was always like online, like looking at everything, being relevant online.
Just talking, checking out battles.
Keeping up with people and stuff, And I would sometimes go to jams. They would see me in jams. Or I would even battle sometimes, like just to do it, once in a blue moon.
What were you doing at this time, though? Like, the whole time you're breaking, were you working?
Yeah, I was always working.
What were you working?
I was working the same construction landscape.
The whole time you were breaking, you were Freak Show?
Yeah.
And then when you got the baby, you started working more?
Yeah, still the same, yeah. Like the same thing, but now like more hours and stuff like that, So like I was always in the house, so I was always just chilling, drinking, and just being like a slob, basically. I didn't really think I was gonna dance anymore, really.
So you thought like, I retired, my thing, and breaking, I'm happy.
I was like, I didn't really do anything, but like I thought, the biggest I think I ever done, or the biggest impact I've done was in Mexico. They love me in TJ in Mexico because we would always go over there because it's right there.
For what's that big event?
For Monterey Kings. We went to Monterey, but that's not in TJ. But still, it's in Mexico. We went over there with the Freak Show, and I destroyed that over there too. Like made it crazy. Like one of the best jams I ever been to. It was a trick jam, and so like I thought it was done. Like you said.
Yeah.
And so, like, here comes freestyle session. It's coming up.
Oh, so this is years later, right?
Years later, like, I have a good friend in Palm Springs. Buddha, Roughnecks Cali, Buddha.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big organizer up there, and he was always throwing jams too, and
that guy's cool.
And doing stuff. And like he's always been like a big admirer of me, and like he's always catching up to me and everything. And then he told me that he was gonna raffle some tickets for freestyle session. And like I told him, what do I gotta do? I'm down. I didn't even think I was gonna win. And so he said, no, just put your name and this and that. And so here comes the day of the raffle, and he calls me up and he tells me, yeah, what's your address, bro? I'm gonna send you the tickets. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you won the raffle. And I was like, for real? And I was like, all right. And I won like 2 or 4 tickets. I forgot how many tickets I won. And then like I go to this jam, and this is the only reason I go to that jam was because of all these tickets. And I go to freestyle session, right, and everything, and like I'm just there just to see, just to watch. Because I'm a fat ass who hasn't been doing shit for like 4 years. And I've always been prepared though. Always. I don't know why. I always had my straps, my old pads. And so like I'm walking around watching all the ciphers, saying what's up to everybody. And then like there's an intermission. I think it's after the brackets. And they're tallying up the numbers to see who's gonna go top 32 or top whatever. And Ivan's in the middle of the circle of the main circle, and he's just trying to buy time. He's asking people to do stuff, right?
Oh, okay.
Here's your time to shine, guys.
It's like cypher time.
Like cypher time, or let's do this to see something crazy or whatever. Trying to buy time. So he's telling people to go. I'm over here. This is big circle. I'm over here, right? And then like he's over here, and he's slowly going like this. And I'm realizing when he goes over here, I'm going like, holy shit! I knew he's gonna tell me to do something because I'm standing out like a sore thumb.
Yeah.
Big ass motherfucker with a shirt that says "One Man Crew." Yeah. Fucking, I'm like this.
Yeah,
and then
this is what you guys saw.
Yeah, this is what you guys saw.
Whoever else saw him
like
recently.
like, and I think before the jam, dude, I tried to do something at the house. I'm gonna see if I still got. I got nothing, dude. I can't even do a 6-step. I'm falling on my butt. I'm like, yo, I'm getting too winded and tired. I'm like, man, I don't know what calls me out. Like, you know, because I'm gonna die.
Who's gonna call
I'm
you
like,
out?
yo, you know,
like your crumble's gonna call
you know, I don't know, but you know, you never know, dude. You know, who's call you out for no reason. Yeah. So it's like, so I like he comes up to me. And I'm like, fuck. He says, what you got, big boy? Come on, right? And I'm like, holy shit, dude. And I'm like thinking and reminding myself, you ain't got nothing right now. and at the same time, people are looking at me, right? And some people are going like, oh shit, it's Quake, yo, go out there, man, go out there. And I'm like, yeah,
they know you are. They know.
Some of them are like, yo, it's Earthquake. Like,
yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude. And I'm like, all right, hold on. And I'm trying to find my shit because I'm like, the only thing I could do is play oboe tracks, you know? Because I always do oboe tracks.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm trying to find my shit for Ivan gets mad. Ivan's like, man, why are you taking so long? Are you trying to find your tiger bomb or something now? He's like, next guy. And then he goes over to the next guy. And the next guy goes out. And when he goes out, he's all like, all right, man, I want to see something crazy. Something they've never seen. That's what he tells this guy.
Yeah.
You know? And then, like, he goes out and he does, like, a round or something. And it's, like, whatever. And by that time, I already got my pads on. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm all right. I found my pads. I'm ready. So, like, he's trying to pick out somebody else, and I just walk outside. I walk out there, and then he's all like, all right, you ready now, big boy? What you got? Mm-hmm. And that's when you guys see the video. I just fix my hat. So I just do the headstock. I just stuck it.
But you didn't just do it. You stuck it that day.
No, I know. And I never did it 4 years before that.
Damn.
Like, never practiced it. Never did nothing.
And you were a lot heavier probably.
Yeah, I was like 300 pounds. Like, before I did it, I was like 260.
Damn, you didn't think for a minute in your head that you were going to hurt yourself?
No.
You didn't even think that?
No.
Bro, I mean, you didn't hurt yourself, but still, bro, that looks like you could have killed yourself.
No.
You landed and instantly died.
I think that's the beauty of being confident with your body and trusting your body, I think.
Yeah,
you know?
That's true.
And I guess not having a
stupid story about how
not having a fucking neck, not having a neck, you know what I mean? Because I got no neck.
Yeah.
You know, my throat ate my neck, and this is me now, chin to chest.
Yeah.
But yeah, then after that, you know, like after I did that, that was in the first day.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I went back home, because I went back home, and I wasn't gonna go back. I think I was like, yeah, who cares? Because I always thought the first day was the best day of a freestyle session, just because you saw kind of everyone go really out.
Yeah, second day, a lot of people don't show up because they didn't make it.
But it's still good because you see the good battles, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just figured I could see those at the house, you know, because it's gonna be live anyway, but they're not even live till the top 16. So, like, yeah, I go back home, dude, and I just start seeing videos of my stuff. I'm like, yo.
Of you? That one video?
Of that one video. Like,
so literally right after that? That, like, a few hours later?
Like, the next day, like.
So Stance posted it.
Like, Stance posted it, yeah. And
then literally the next day is when it started going viral.
Yeah, the next day it started viral. I go to the jam, right, and everyone's like, so what's it feel like to be going viral quick? I'm like, what? What are you talking about? It's like, yeah, you're viral right now. And I'm in my mind, I'm like, why? I did the same thing I do at every jam.
Yeah.
Pissed off. I'm like,
because Stance has such a big following that it's not just B-boys that saw it. You know, when it's B-boys, we see it, we've seen you break for so long. A lot of people
I was doing that for 13 years.
Yeah, a lot of people on the scene probably seen your back head flip.
Yeah.
But when Stance recorded, there's a lot of people that aren't B-boys that follow Stance. When people that aren't B-boys saw it, they were like, you know, to them it blows their mind. B-boys do a lot of crazy shit. We're used to seeing crazy shit.
Yeah.
The rest of the world, you know, they're still catching up on what the crazy shit that we can do, and you can do like. Yeah. So the rest of the world, what you did is really fucking crazy. It is fucking crazy though.
Yeah, well, still doing crazy.
Because but at that time, you know, you being almost like 300 or
no, I was plus 300. I was like 300.
See, that's insane, bro. That's to me, that's still crazy. That's fucking crazy, bro. Yeah. He's like, it's dangerous, but you did it. That's crazy. Yeah. That's why, bro.
So I did that, right, and then I remember like after I felt that fire again of wanting to fucking dance again. Yeah. Because I was like, I probably still got it. I mean, obviously, look at I'm fucking shining and shit. Yeah, and then like I got ignited again. And then out of nowhere, the job I was working with, they laid me off.
Yeah. How many years were you with them?
I was there for like 10 years.
10 years, and just like that.
And they just laid me off. Let me go like that. Just like, sorry, no more, or you know. And I was like.
See, because I remember when you, like, the first time I saw your video of you doing that back head flip, I was actually with Junior. We were hitting with K-Mel at the time, right? And we were with
when I went viral.
When you went viral, we were with K-Mel, and we're with Fleet, and we showed them, like, yo, this is our boy Earthquake, look. And then I think they knew you, like, they've seen, I know for sure K has seen you before. You know, he'd, like, probably seen you at jams. And
I know Fleet hasn't. Fleet
probably never seen you before, but I know K has, because K was in Cali for a long time. So K knows Freak Show, he knows you, like, even if you didn't like their style, the way they break, he definitely heard or seen you guys. Yeah. So, but when we showed him, it was like, oh shit, me and Junior were bugging because they were like, yo, Quick killed it, like, what the hell? He's back, that's my dude Quick right there, he's going viral right now, like, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit, you know? We were tripping out, you know, and then, we showed K, like, what the hell? And, you know, like, then, that was just the first day it happened, and I saw that. I think I tagged you, because I didn't know if you saw it. I was like, yo, Quick, yo, Quick, repping Scad Nation, right? Yeah. Then, like, the next few days, I kept seeing it over and over and over, and I saw this guy post it, and this guy talk about it, and this guy shit, and I'm like, dang, he's really blowing up, you know what I mean? That's when I realized, like, yo, Quick is going viral right now, and really viral. Yeah. Pretty crazy, bro.
And so, like, I lose my job, right? And I'm just like, dude, like, this is whack, bro, what do I do? Mm-hmm. And I got bitter, and I got like, man, fuck this shit, dude. I was like, instead of finding like another, because I got another job lined up quick, because I was really good at what I was doing. Yeah. So, at that time, I was getting paid like 18, 50, 19 bucks.
Yeah, you know? But how did you feel about those jobs, though?
What?
Well, you know what I mean? How you feel about working construction?
I felt like I never felt bad, bro. Because
really, you enjoyed it?
The first job I ever had was the Army, and so I was the first thing I ever been taught was how to be a soldier. You know, how
discipline, working hard,
how to make a good thing out of a bad thing. Mm-hmm. You know, basic training, all that. How to receive these negative things or these fucked up situations and still drive through them, the type of deal. Yeah. So I never felt like this thing where I was like, oh man, like I wish I was doing something else. No, I was just like happy that I'm doing something and getting enough money to provide for my family. Like, yeah. Mm-hmm. Like I guess I was never really like a big ambitious person, you know, or a big greedy person. Like I was always just like conform to whatever I got, or just blessed, like enough, you know, happy with enough. So I was basically getting just like $600 a week, you know, and surviving from that and saving. And because I was taught by my mom how to do it right and everything, I actually gained and got a lot of stuff, you know.
During that time?
During that time, those 10 years, like, I bought two properties,
bought a bunch of
cars, everything, like.
So you did take care of yourself.
So I took care of myself, you know.
Working that kind of job,
And I thought I was gonna die doing that, like go and grow with this company, you know, because I was part of the family, you know. So it's like, when they let me go, I felt really bad, dude. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to drain these guys as much as I can. Like, not drain them, but I deserve, out of these 10 years, they only gave me like a year's worth of unemployment. And I was like, I'm just going to take that whole year. Mm-hmm. And so I took the whole year. No, I started in February. Like, you know, it was February, March, April, May.
Wait, so this is
June.
A few months after freestyle session.
Yeah, that happened in November. Freestyle session.
Freestyle session 2018.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Freestyle session 2018.
And so in February I got laid off, and so like, you know, March, April, May, June, May. I started seeing like, yo, okay, what am I gonna do now? You know, because like my money's about to was halfway gone, and I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. And so I started trying to find jobs, and I couldn't. And the only thing I was doing was working with my brother, and that was really hard because he was working doing construction with cement, like blasting cement and making swimming pools and walls. And so I was doing that, and that shit fucking sucked. I didn't like it. And it was good because it gave you like $300 a day, but dude, it was $300. It was like you had to really kill your body. Dude, I wasn't even feeling my hands, like my movement, like it was crazy. Like, and so my brother got switched to a different crew, and so I couldn't work with him no more. So I was like, yo, what the fuck am I gonna do? And so I started thinking, one day I went to Venice. And I saw Calypso, and it just crossed my mind. I was like, I can probably dance and get money, but I don't know who to talk to or anything. So I started thinking, who do I know, you know? And so I knew Calypso, but I didn't know Ja. I didn't have Ja's number or nothing like that. The only person I knew from Calypso was like Energetic and Tico. And so I hit up Tico, and I'm like, yo, Tico, like I got this situation. You think you can help me out? You know, because I'm trying to get some money, but I can't find a job, and I don't know if I can like dance, you know, or do something. And then he says, here's Ja's number. Hit up Ja, you know. And so I've always talked to John like all the time because I've always seen him since I was a kid, you know, like Venice, Calypso tumblers and shit. And so I didn't get in contact with him. I tried to talk to LAB too, like, you know, like Marcos and Yuri and all them. And I couldn't get a hold of them. And then I called. I remember.
Did you have Instagram at this time?
Yeah. Yeah,
that's the easiest way to get a hold of everybody.
Yeah,
they didn't reply on Instagram, or they didn't. You couldn't get a hold of them on Instagram.
No, Instagram. No, I couldn't. I don't know.
Okay.
So maybe they just didn't want to answer. I don't know. But it's like
probably.
Then so the next after
you know how it is being in street shows now.
Yeah, now that I know that it is.
People don't want.
Yeah, they don't need more people
to feed.
So like I remember, I forgot who told me. I forgot how it was that I knew that you were hitting. Like you were hitting and Junior was hitting.
Was it Instagram or you just heard from somebody?
I think I might have seen some footage from you guys in New Orleans or something like that, and your guys' feeds or something.
So I posted a lot when I was
So I think I remember that. I remember that you guys were hitting. So I remember hitting you up. You know, I was like, yo, fool, what's up? And remember what I told you? Yeah. And then like you told me to call Junior, and then Junior told me to come to Venice, and then that's when I went to Venice. Yeah. And then, you know, everything after that was still going down.
Now you're here. You know
now I'm here.
Yeah. But it's a crazy story the way, but like it's crazy to me is like knowing the full thing, or at least most of it.
Yeah.
We definitely got to talk again because it's like it's better. It's more fun when you get into other details, other things in life that you did.
Yeah, this was just like a rough draft.
Just a rough run through. Yeah. But just crazy how the back head flip started your whole career in breaking.
My back head flip has
and then it started
brought me so much.
And your back head flip made you go viral. It started your kind of like your fame and your career in hitting too.
Yeah, in hitting.
Because when you first started hitting with us, you were doing the back head flip almost every show.
Every show.
And you were weighing 300+ pounds.
Yeah, no helmet. Yeah,
no helmet. I was tripping out.
I know. My head was. I was like, yo.
Yeah, doing that every single show was crazy. I see you do it once in a while. I understand, but every single show, yeah, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. But dang, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Crazy story, man. That's dope. It's inspiring, though, man. I mean, I remember you telling me, like, when you were working, when you got laid off, you said you weren't dancing a lot. You kind of felt a little depressed or something like that too.
Yeah.
And then,
well, yeah.
So when you hit that back head flip, it kind of brought you a little bit out of that. Like, you know, I can do this. You know, I can still be somebody. Yeah. Which will like going back to where we are at right now, right? What we're doing, right? We're out here. We're in New Orleans right now. We're doing street shows. We have a solid crew, and like for the most part, everyone gets along really well, and it's really rare for that. People butt heads sometimes, but it's not like anything crazy, and that's rare. And I like what we got going on. But you know, and just in your position right now, you lost a lot of weight. You're doing shows, making money, and I think because you have that back head flip, you're a big guy. That back head flip brought you so many places, and you still have. You were on the Joe Rogan show, like Joe Rogan actually talked about you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Rob Dyrdek had you on his show. Yeah. You know, like what was the show? Ridiculousness. Like he actually had you as a guest on the show. Yeah. All I'm saying is you could still, you should when you guys go back to Cali, you should get your headshots done. Pay whatever money you count. Get the headshots done. Start going to these auditions and just do your back head flip on these auditions. I guarantee you'll get booked like that, bro. Yeah. Because they're gonna remember you. If they don't remember you, they're gonna see. Because it's crazy already, amazing. So if you hit that at the audition, stick it. They're like, oh,
they're still
that's
putting
crazy.
Videos of that shit.
The video's still going around. Yeah. But I just saw a YouTube video, like Power Move compilation video, and you're the cover of it. Yeah. The one that was just like up like last week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like you're the cover. You're the thumbnail. You on your head, you know, as a thumbnail. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? All I'm saying is like before all this.
I hope this thing gets me like immortalized, dude. Like
but before
30 years from now, I'm still showing that clip.
You immortalize it, you gotta do it in a commercial or do it in a movie. Like get involved in that stuff right now. I think you should take advantage because it's starting to blow over a little bit. Before it's completely blown over and people forget about it. You gotta do it now. Like take advantage of it, bro. I'm telling you. When you go back to LA, you got hit, but when you have auditions, let the guys know, like, hey, I'm gonna be going to this audition, you know, like every once in a while. It doesn't have to be all the time, but maybe like once or twice a week, go to an audition and try. I guarantee you'll get booked if they recognize you, like, oh my god, that's the guy that went viral, like, yeah, we want him. And if not, they're gonna see it and they're gonna be like, damn, that was crazy. You have both those chances of getting picked. I think you'll have a good chance of getting picked, and I feel like you could be on more stuff and get paid really good money to do a back head flip on a commercial or something, a movie or something, bro. Bro, you gotta try though, bro. I think that's the next step for you. Yeah. You should have did it last year, but you were still getting everything figured out. Yeah. Now you're established as like a member of the team, right? So now you're not really worried about the financial situation as much. You just gotta go and hit, show up, whatever. But like I said, if you can book, like do LA casting or something, talk to Swerve. Get into the industry and then book like auditions every once in a while, and then just let the guys know, hey, I'm not gonna be here on this day or this day. Like it doesn't have to be all the time, but maybe once or twice a week, go to some auditions, bro. I'm telling you, because you could get some good work and make extra bread, but also it's just gonna get you more known. You know what I mean? And you never know where that might take you next. You know what I'm saying? Like I know
you're gonna be a fluffy stunt double.
Yeah. Right. Big Road, bless you. Hit my man Earthquake up, right?
What's up, man?
Yeah, like for reals though. You never know, bro, where it can take you. And that's the thing, like that's what I like about this guy's story. It just shows you like there's no limit, man. Just it's unpredictable too. Like life just takes you places, and you never know where you're gonna go. But you just gotta always be positive and just like find, like he said, the military taught him that. Make the best out of a bad situation. Keep doing that your whole life, and I guarantee you're gonna end up in beautiful, amazing places.
They be plotting on me. They be plotting on me. Yeah. They be plotting on me. She in love with singing, she don't need a preacher. Said she just want the money, I could be a teacher. But if you fall in love, I would never.